I hate that my first official stray talk is about something that's so tragic. I can't use the word tragic. I just don't feel like it does it enough justice for the situation. Today in Texas, we lost, and I say we because we are all human. This is all of our world, regardless where you from, what's your ethnicity. We, as a country, as a world, we lost 18 children between the ages of 6 and 9, 7 and 9, and 2 teachers. I feel like more and more these days there are children losing their lives more than anything, more than any adult, more than anybody who's ever done anything, more than anything. And it kind of puts you in a place to wonder or question things that we have no control over. The shooter, in my opinion, was also a child. He was 18. And it said that before the shooting at the elementary school in Texas, he also shot and killed his grandmother. I've been at work since earlier today. This story came across us at work, and I work with people. I work with people with mental health issues. I work with people who have lost children, not in such a terrible way, but who have also lost children. And I'm a mom. So before I could feel anything else, I felt my children. I felt like these were my children. I have a almost 13-year-old daughter. I have a 9-year-old son, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. And when you hear about such innocence being taken, it gives you so much confusion. It puts you in a place of what if. Even though speaking, I know that is something that would break me to my core. I feel so deeply for every parent, and I feel so deeply for every child that was in that classroom, their last moments, the tears that they dropped, the scared feeling that the teacher must have had, knowing I can't protect my kids. Because when you become a teacher, your students are your kids. I can't protect my kids, but I know I'm gonna lose my life trying to today. I felt it because I'm that teacher. I'm that mother, that if it's me or my kids, it's me. It's me. And if there's no choice, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it. I'm not taking anything off of this young man. I'm not making any excuses for this young man. But we live in a very, very, very dark world. And for that young man to be 18 and in high school and to do something that he knew would break so many and hurt so many. and to take his grandmother's life before he took these children's lives. That young man was lost. He was beyond, in my opinion, he was beyond any understanding of what he was about to do. Because every day in our life, whether you're depressed or not depressed, whether you have a bad day, good day, perfect week, everybody goes through things. Everybody hears things play in their head, anything. Now, I'm not saying you may hear something that tells you, let's go hurt these people because I'm hurt. But the saying of hurt people is a real thing. And you never know what somebody has gone through or is going through that drives them to do something so, I'm going to use the word inhumane, because we as humans, we have the right and wrong in us. We have the conscience in us, you know. We don't know what he was going through. And I make no excuses for him. But what I do urge everyone to look at is the mental health of everybody, anybody around you. We have been conditioned to desensitize everything. We have been conditioned to look at mental health as a some people problem, as a maybe it's just something wrong with them type of thing. And it affects more people than you know. The problem that I'm having is that more often than not these days, it seems like that mental health factor is really playing a huge role on our world. I'm seeing children killed by parents. I'm seeing children and mother killed by father. I seen a story of maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago of a 14-year-old child. He is a child who raped and killed his 6-year-old cousin. And his reasoning was because he wanted to break her. You look at him and you say, he's a monster. He's deluded. He's mented. Do you understand that those words are not even, those words, that understanding of what that means to break somebody is not something that comes from a child. And again, even him, I make no excuses. But when you hear something like that come out of a child's mouth, you know it came from somewhere else. Or maybe they seen something that's not something that, you know, but you never know. I was going to say that's not something that you see or hear in like a movie or a TV show. But these days, you never know. But that child as well, you have no idea what he went through or what he was going through, where he felt like he had to break his 6-year-old cousin. Somebody broke him, and he was looking to gain his power back. He was looking to hurt someone because he had been hurt, just like the shooting today. I strongly believe that that 18-year-old child was most definitely looking to find something to release the pain from him. I'm not going to put that past, because when you, okay, I work with a lot of people in mental health, and some people are past the help stage. A lot of times when you have gone through so much or been subjected to so much, it comes to a thing in your mind where, is this person strong enough or not? We all, like I said before, we all go through things, but you don't see, everybody doesn't go through things as extreme as others. I will say that first. Everybody does not. And you and somebody else can grow up the exact same way, go through terrible things, terrible things. You make it your goal to not be those things, to not harbor on those things. But then that other person next to you is just not mentally strong enough to say, the shit that I went through, I will not do to somebody else. They're not. And that's just people, period. For him to be so young, I would not put whole life trauma on him. I would not take that away from him, because I guarantee you it was. Whether it was bullying in school, whether it was bullying at home, I would not take that away from him. But I find myself in a place of even understanding or feeling like I can kind of pinpoint why he did it, or where his mind could have been. I put myself in a place of a parent, and I was at work, like I said, when I read the story, and all I could think of is, I have children at home. My brother, my sister, we have children, so we have small children, and it's the scariest thing in the world, because when you get a phone call from the school, and as parents, when we get phone calls, our first thought is, oh my God, what my child has done now. To receive a phone call of that nature is heart-stopping, breath-taking, and I cannot stress my condolences, my love, I'm here if I could be for every parent. Because, again, as I said, I have a 13-year-old daughter, I have a 9-year-old son, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. And hearing that story, seeing it, watching it, can't not put you in a place of what if. And I know for me, I can speak for my brother, I can speak for my sister, there is no what if. There is no what if, because I die right then and there. Our world is scary. It is scary beyond reason, and it is honestly getting worse as we go. And don't get me wrong, we have beautiful things happening in our world. We have beautiful people in our world. We really do. But for every beautiful thing, beautiful person, there is a very ugly thing, a very ugly person. And today we had both. And when I got off work, I called my daughter, my oldest, and I'm like, I'm on my way home. I came home, we talked about it, and I kept my children with me for the better of an hour. The only reason they're not in my room now is because I have to be up for work at 5. But I had to feel them next to me, and it's so many parents tonight that won't. And I feel so deeply for them that it hurts. It hurts. I'm lost. I'm lost because this is not the world that I want my children to grow up in. This is not the world that we're supposed to be giving to them. When we were growing up, our motto, every school, everything you went was the children are the future. The children are the future. But there are so many misguided people in that generation that came up behind us that the way we're going, we're not leaving a future for the upcoming generations. We're not anything worth them fighting and pushing and being stronger for. And before I go left and I just completely lose my train of thought because I'm beyond hurt. I need for everybody to do me a favor, and instead of taking this tragedy and reposting it and making the negative and saying so many off the wall things about whether the shooter, the situation, I want you all to take this situation and realize that a lot of times we react or say things to people walking down the street, and it can be anybody. You don't know this person. You don't know what's going through their mind, their day, their life. And we have been conditioned to not be kind because, you never know. You never know what somebody's going to do, how they're going to react. You never know. You never know. But this situation is one of the ones that shows you sometimes with not knowing what somebody has gone through or is going through, you never know when that moment, if there's going to be that moment, you never know when that snap moment for them will be. You never know. And it's the scariest thing in the world to openly just be kind, because of the world that we are in. I get it. I am a single mother. I take my children out every day. I have to deal with random people walking up and hi and talking to the kids, and it's so scary. It's scary because, again, you never know. But I'm also the mom that when I'm out alone, when I see people that look like they're having a hard day, or homeless people or anything, I'll talk to you. I'll feed you. That's me, because I know mentally I'm probably stronger. A lot of us don't look like the things that we've been to, and my right hand in God, I'm one of them. I don't look like what I've been through. So I'm kind. I say be kind because you don't know what a person's mental is. You don't know what they're going through, what they've been through. You don't know what they're holding in. And again, you don't know when their snap moment will be. So even if you're having a bad day and you see somebody else having a bad day, just assume that everything's going to be okay will brighten their day. You treat others how you want to be treated. You be there for people how you want or would hope people would be there for you. If we as a people start recognizing and understanding and being very aware of everybody's mental more and not just our own. And I know that's hard because we focus on us. But if we are more aware of our surroundings, our people around us, it could save so much. It could save so much. Nobody knows what that 18-year-old boy was going through. But I'm pretty sure they're going to find something. They always do, whether it's a social media post, a diary, a note or something. They're going to find something that's this child was explaining what was wrong and how whatever, there was no one there. He couldn't talk to anybody. He didn't know what else to do. But for him to cause so much pain and not think twice, not continue to be strong and say, no, I'm not gonna hurt people the way I've been hurt. Someone was not kind. Someone was not kind. And this young man also gives you the notion that a lot of men, for sure, feel mental health more to a point where breaking is easy because they have so much on them. So much. The story I seen about a guy in his 20s who killed his child's mother in front of the baby, and his only thing was just get my child out of here. Men's mental health is just as important, if not more, than everybody else's. Somebody was not kind to this young man. And again, no, I am not making excuses for him. I'm not. I can't, being a parent, I can't, being a mother, I can't. But what I will say is, he was human like everyone else. He felt, he hurt, he bled like everyone else. And at this point, we'll never know for sure how much or how hard or how easy it was for him to do what he did. We'll never know. But 18 babies lost their life today. And senseless, traumatic, painful. And I just want for everyone to be kind. Be kind. So much ugly in the world. We need so many people to step up and be beautiful. You have to. There is nothing that's going to turn our world around easier than people being more selfless and less selfish in everything that you do every day. Your mental, your interaction with other people, it's going to start with us, or it's going to end with us. Saddest thing in the world. Either the change is going to start with us, or the end of us is going to be because of us. And I hate to think about it, because any day could be my last, my family's last, and I have babies. But if we don't get it together as a human race, there's going to be nothing left for our babies. And that's just the reality of it. How scary it is the reality of it. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. Because when I had children, when I started having children, I never imagined this, or conversations about hardcore race issues, people being killed. You know, I never imagined that I would have to have those conversations with my children. No, never. But unfortunately, these are the cards we are being dealt right now, and I just urge all of people, all of my people, everybody to just do better. Just do better. You have to do better. You were born with that right, wrong. Do better. Do better. That's it. I love you guys. And I'll just leave you with be kind. Be kind.